Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going over the truth about owning mini donkeys. So if you don't know, I made a video about I would say probably about a month or two ago about, how to raise mini donkeys, and that was a hit. That was a good video. But I'm going to give kind of an overview of that. I'm going to kind of tell you a little more about, owning mini donkeys, because it's a lot more difficult than people think. So something I wish I did before I bought my first mini donkey was putting money aside for it. I had just enough money to buy Willow, for example, and thankfully she was great and had no problems. But if I were gonna do this again, let's just say I had no mini donkeys and I was going to buy my mini donkey, what I would first do is make sure I have enough for the mini donkey, and then I had enough for unknown medical bills. Like, let's say, I don't know, she colics, or let's say she needs her tooth. She has tooth problems, because that does happen in them. So I wish I would have put money aside for that. Thankfully, we've had no problems, like I said. But that's what I should have done. So I would say put aside $500, $500, $700, I don't know. Just make sure you have a couple hundred put away, because things pop up. Donkeys do need their hooves trimmed twice a year at least, sometimes 3. Willow sometimes Willow needs her hooves trimmed 3 times a year. It happens. She didn't have, her hooves grow faster than Lily's. Lily can go 2 times a year and be fine. Willow, it sometimes can be 3. So we just need to keep money aside for that. And so that's what I wish I've done. And thankfully, I bought Willow when I did. I'm thankful I did that, because when I bought her in early September. Yeah, early September. So what I did was I had grass. It was growing in this pasture. She was great, but I only had her. I didn't have another donkey yet until the end of September, when my dad bought Winston. Remember him? He bred Lily. That's Cole's dad and Toby's dad, if you remember, and Nellie's dad. So yeah, that's one thing I wish I did, was save more money to buy another one myself. But I didn't, and everything worked out in the end. But it was a good timing, because we had grass in the pasture, so I didn't have to buy hay at the moment. But you always gotta, if you buy in the spring, you should be fine. You could save money up over the time and then buy hay. But hay ain't cheap. It's expensive. For example, these 2 donkeys, I bought 4 bales last year, $50 a piece, $200. But they ate more than 4 bales. I ended up having to use some of my dad's bales he bought. I paid him for that. So this year I'm buying 6, and that's $300 of hay. Which some might not think that's a lot, but it kind of is. So that's just something you have to take into account for when you buy mini donkeys, because they ain't free. They ain't cheap. They are high maintenance, but they do give you little rewards on the side, which is a baby. And also, my donkeys are a little fatter. No offense, but they need to go on a little diet. So once I get hay from my hay guy, I'm going to take them off this pasture and put the cows in here and let them eat this down. But that's for another video. But yeah, and one other thing you have to also take into account is when you get them is weaning. When you, if you're breeding mini donkeys like I do here, you got to have a spot to wean. And that's always can be hard, because there's not everybody has space. Sometimes people are renting and only have one pasture. So one thing you can always do, if you have that scenario where you have a mini donkey, have one pasture, she has a baby, you can always wait to wean the baby till you sell it, and if you're keeping it, then you can always split the pasture and do like fence line weaning, which I have considered doing. Basically where the baby's on one side of the fence, mom's on the other, so they can still see each other, but it's not nursing. But what that does is when you let the baby back in with the mom, they'll remember each other, and she or he might go back to nursing. So what I've done is I've done 2 pastures, so we had a pasture in between, and then in the next pasture I put the baby, and it seems to work. You know, for the first couple days they're pacing, they're like, where's my baby, where's my baby, where's my mom, and then they'll eventually get over it and eat, which Cole's done. They have done that. Lily's not too worried now. I'm still giving them a little time before I, bring Cole over here. But yeah. And one thing that donkeys cannot do be on is grass all the time. They can't. It is bad for them. And so you can't keep them on year round if you live in in the south where it's like warmer and the grass grows year round. Not good. And with this pasture, it's shorter grass. It's still green. But I will be starting to take them off at night, because if they eat year round or every day, all day, they will get big. And they are pregnant, so they are feeding for 2, both of them, but they don't need to be eating that much. So that's why when I'm putting my fence up for them, they will not be out here all the time. Yes, Lily, I know you want attention. Let's give Willow some attention, okay? Hey, girl. Yeah, you need some loving too. But that will be it for this video, guys. If you want to know more, comment below and let me know, and I will do more. Please subscribe, guys. Let's get monetized. Have a great day, everyone.